What's good, fam? Back again with the latest Drake versus Kendrick saga, and let me tell you, it's getting crazier every day. Get this, Drake, who's been taking hits from all sides, ghostwriting accusations, leaked DMs that make him look shady, beef with his label, he's now teaming up with Ye to try and knock Kendrick Lamar off. Sounds crazy, right? But that's what's up. And the more I look at it, the more I see this turning into one of those crazy drama scandals. I'm talking interviews, rants on TikTok, big talk shows, anything Drake and Ye can do to make Kendrick look suspect. But let's keep it real. Kendrick's been solid from day one. He's cooking, winning awards, and staying true. That's a tough dude to tear down. Still, Drake and Ye are out here forming the new A-team, pulling everyone from DJ academics to randos from the internet, all to diss Kendrick as some fake industry puppet. If that sounds ridiculous, it's because it is. But hey, drama sells albums. First off, let's talk about why Drake's even doing this. It's not like he's broke or anything. He's still sitting on mad dough. But in hip-hop, respect means almost as much as money. And Drake's respect has been slipping. He used to be the go-to guy for fire, someone who could cross over and still claim he was a top-tier MC. But now, with leaked reference tracks, rumored ghostwriters for his deep songs and shady moves, the Drake character is cracking. It doesn't help that every time Drake tries to come at Kendrick, he takes another L. He throws in little subliminal bars or acts like the competition doesn't exist. Same time, Kendrick's out here dropping Pulitzer-level projects that the game forward. Fans see that, and they're starting to look at Drake's brand of rap and go, maybe he ain't the real G after all. That's gotta eat at him. So now he's pulling out all the stops. He figures if he can't take Kendrick down alone, maybe he can recruit someone else who's also salty about Kendrick. We all know, he spent years reinventing himself, sometimes musically, sometimes by stirring controversy. Lately, he's been on this everybody's out to get me vibe, claiming the industry is shutting him down, that big labels are messing with his art, you name it. A lot of fans still love him for his old music, but even they admit he's been going off the rails. Now, Ye is looking at Kendrick and seeing a new golden boy in rap. That was once Ye. People used to call Ye a genius for flipping soul samples, designing out their beats and pushing boundaries. But times have changed. Kendrick's the one dropping these concept albums and being hailed as a visionary. So Ye's had that chip on his shoulder. Combine that with Drake's frustration and you get a weird alliance. They might not be best friends. Remember, they had beef too, but they hate Kendrick's success even more than they dislike each other. So they're teaming up by default. He's likely to go on rants about how Kendrick's a label favorite or how the powers that be are pushing Kendrick to overshadow everyone else. And Drake, in his typical style, won't say it straight up, but he'll co-sign it from the background. Or he might drop some cryptic lines in a verse, letting everybody know he's on Ye's side of the argument. It's messy, but that's what they're rolling with. So why are they so pressed about Kendrick specifically? Easy. Kendrick represents everything that a lot of old school or serious rap fans respect. Lyricism, real storytelling, no drama for drama's sake, just letting the music talk. He also shows up and quietly breaks records, influences the culture, and dips out without doing all these extra antics. That's the total opposite of how Drake and Ye usually operate. Drake and Ye thrive on headlines. Remember how Drake used to drop sneaky disses at everybody for weeks at a time, or how Ye's controversies overshadow his releases. Meanwhile, Kendrick just slides in, drops an album that everybody calls instant classic, wins a Pulitzer, and leaves. So in Drake and Ye's eyes, Kendrick's gotta be cheating somehow. There's no way he's just that good, right? Now, to really make noise, Drake and Ye need media on their side. That's where DJ Academics comes in. He's basically Drake's personal hype man in the blogosphere. Whenever Drake needs a certain narrative out there, you can bet it'll pop up on Academics channels. And now Ye is about to appear in a big Academics interview. We can already guess how that'll go. Ye will spend half the time ranting about how he's a misunderstood genius, the other half calling out Kendrick's fake hype. Academics will nod along, hype it up, and post clips all over social media. It won't end there though. You'll see random talk show appearances, more YouTube vids, tweets from fans who just want to see drama. It becomes this huge echo chamber. People who already love Drake and Ye are going to take every word as law while Kendrick's fans defend him. And boom, the internet is on fire. It's kind of a sad state of affairs, but that's exactly how rap beef evolves in the social media era. Quick, loud, and centered on who can stir up the biggest wave of attention. Their main angle is to discredit Kendrick's rise. They want to convince folks that Kendrick's not truly that talented, that he's just riding some industry wave, or that label execs are pushing him as a savior of hip hop. Drake and Ye are basically trying to say, we got blackballed and Kendrick's the chosen one for no reason. Except Anyone who's actually listened to Kendrick's albums knows he's no puppet. He's got a consistent vision and message, and he didn't come up overnight. He built his rep off raw skill and storytelling, but negativity sells. So if Drake, yeah, and their crew keep screaming, Kendrick's overrated, loud enough, some casual listeners might start to believe it, or at least they'll tune into the drama. Drake and Yeah know that if they can't out-rap Kendrick at this point, they can at least outdo him in the gossip department. And that's where we'll see fans get really annoyed, because instead of focusing on dope music, the spotlight gets hogged by petty feuds. Look, fans aren't stupid. They've seen the receipts on Drake's ghostwriting drama and Ye's meltdown moments. That alone might make them question how seriously to take any claims about Kendrick. If you're known for stirring the pot, people eventually tune you out. Also, Kendrick's got a pretty bulletproof track record. Classic albums, thoughtful lyrics, and major respect from the entire rap community. Taking him down with a smear campaign is easier said than done. But hey, this might still get messy. The internet loves a good conspiracy. If Drake and Ye go full force, dropping interview after interview, tweet after tweet, they can drown social media in so much noise that some fans start to question Kendrick's success. That's the real danger. Not that they'll prove anything, but that they'll create enough chaos that some folks say, maybe there's something fishy here. One of the worst parts about all this is how it overshadows the music. Instead of focusing on actual bars, dope projects, or upcoming rappers who deserve shine, the conversation turns into a giant gossip fest. Drake and Ye know that drama pulls views. Just look at how the media covered Drake versus Meek back in the day, or Ye's every meltdown. Meanwhile, Kendrick's next move is probably going to be another impactful project that speaks to real issues. But the storyline won't be about the music, at least not at first. It'll be about how Drake and Ye are throwing shade at him. You gotta wonder how many times we as fans can handle this kind of drama before it stops being entertaining and starts feeling like a big distraction. If you follow Kendrick, you know he's not the type to jump on Instagram Live and respond to every insult. He's more likely to keep his head down, keep working, and maybe put a line or two in a new song. That's what he did when he felt folks were claiming he wasn't the best or that he was too quiet. He just dropped something that shut everybody up. So don't hold your breath waiting for Kendrick to do a big interview where he calls out Drake and Ye by name. It's not his style. He's more about letting the art speak. And honestly, that might be the best move. While Drake and Ye are out here doing the most, Kendrick can keep it chill and let fans see who's really in control. Usually the one who talks the loudest has the weakest arguments. I see this blowing up in the next few weeks or months. You will say something wild in that academics interview. Drake will back him up with a few strategic tweets or lines in a track, and fans will go nuts. Aiden Ross or some other big streamer might jump in, fueling the fire. We'll get memes, reaction videos, maybe even talk show segments about it. The hype train will be rolling full steam. Eventually, though, the hype fades. People move on to the next drama, and Drake and Ye will have to either drop new music or find another target. Kendrick, on the other hand, will keep being Kendrick, which means consistent, high-quality work that stands on his own. And in the grand scheme of things, that approach usually wins the respect games. So there you have it. Drake and Ye, two of the biggest names in hip-hop, forming a temporary alliance to try to knock Kendrick Lamar off his pedestal. They're calling on everyone from DJ academics to random internet personalities to spread the idea that Kendrick's success is all hype and label politics. Problem is, Kendrick's whole career points to the opposite. He's a legit talent who rose up by delivering top-tier music. Will this big scheme actually hurt Kendrick? Probably not in the long run, because most fans can see through the BS, but it could cause a big fuss online, drag a bunch of people into messy debates, and overshadow the music for a while. And that, in my eyes, is the real tragedy. Hip-hop becomes more about Twitter wars and YouTube hot takes than about who's dropping the best songs. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Are Drake and Ye about to expose Kendrick in some epic way, or are they just stirring up drama to stay relevant? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're sick of the negativity, and subscribe for more updates, because this story looks like it's far from over. Until next time, keep your ear to the streets and your playlist on repeat. There's a lot of dope music out there that doesn't need all this extra drama. Peace.